This is a Hot Pie Media original.
Now, I got to do 6 minutes of football. That's not really 6 minutes. And this is a weird twist. My head exploded on Saturday. I don't know if you knew that or not. My thumbs, I started cramping. I almost felt like I was going Trump on you. I think I had 2 tweets. It could have been 600. I felt the addiction. I felt the adrenaline rush. I really did, all in one moment, on one play. I first of all, I fell down. Had to gather myself and said, it's too early. I got my kid's soccer game coming up. I can't dive into the cab right now. But if I could, I would have gone. The Dow I would have had it with a straw at about 1:30 on Saturday. I mean, beer bong, sniff it up. Then I would I do an IV of Dow Cabernet at about 1:30 on Saturday. I was so blown away by... There's a lot of dumb things. I've been around football a big chunk of my life. I grew up on a field. My father was an NFL referee, so I've been around a lot. I've seen some dumb things. I'm not quite certain. I didn't see the dumbest thing of all time on Saturday, and I was looking for a vein. I really was. I was searching. I thought, man, if there's an IV around here, I'm going all in right now because I can't take it. So this 6 minutes of football, can it be about one play? Yes, it can. Yeah, it can when the play is shockingly dumb. I've just set it up. I mean, that's how dumb it was. That's IV dumb. Okay? I'm even saying I would drink Cabernet with a straw kind of dumb. So yeah, 6 minutes of football can be about one play when that one play goes a long way in costing a team a game. So it really is about one shockingly stupid, idiotic, mind-numbing play that I don't know why people don't make a big deal out of. I have apparently zero influence. I'm learning my little attempt at social media is failing miserably because I was trying on Saturday to talk everyone else into going crazy. What is wrong with you? How do you not know this is one of the dumbest things that anyone has ever pulled off on a football field? I know it's dumb. Okay, let's be clear. Baylor is better than Texas. It's hard for Texas fans to take that in, but that is just the truth. Baylor is better than Texas, top to bottom. If they play 10 times, if they play 10 more times, Baylor wins 8 of those. So did this one play make a difference? Yeah, it did. Did it cost Texas the game? You can make a pretty good argument that it did. But there's no doubt it went a long way. It wasn't the one thing that cost them the game, but it certainly played a big part. But no doubt, it went a long way to giving Texas their third straight loss. A third straight loss that looked just like every other loss. They all look the same. And that is a fourth quarter meltdown because they're dominated on both offensive and defensive lines. It's not difficult to analyze the Texas football season and the Texas football team. You kind of know how it's going to end in a game where they have a mismatch. So there's that. There's no quick fix to that. I'm not blaming that entirely on the coach. So it is what it is. They're just not very good. Baylor's just better. But the story of the day, this is why I'm saying I'm searching. I didn't do it. But had it been after my kid's soccer game, there's a pretty good chance I'm 2 bottles into the Dow over one play. Over one play and the lack of reaction to one play. It should be the story of the day, the story of the week, the story of right now should be this mind-numbingly stupid fake punt attempt by Texas. Is it on the head coach, Steve Sarkisian? Of course it is. I'm shocked that anyone's debating that. Absolutely. A head coach has a few direct responsibilities during a game. People make too much out of play calling. You make too much out of stuff like that. You make too much out of X's and O's. But a head coach decides these calls are directly on the head coach. Take or don't take a penalty. When to use a timeout. And if there is something so outrageous, an outrageous play call like a fake is on the head coach. Okay? That absolutely is the domain and the job description of a head coach in game. Got it? So any of those things go right, any of those things go wrong, you do put that directly on the head coach. That can't and isn't on anyone else. And I'm not saying that he ran from it. I'm saying I'm shocked that people don't make a bigger deal out of it. So let me break down, if I can, how this is a fake punt is a sign that a team is terrified of falling apart again. But in doing so, in running from reality, that's what this play is. This is running from reality. But in doing so, it's kind of a hopeless Hail Mary, shockingly stupid Hail Mary pass. Steve Sarkisian made sure his team fell apart. That's how dramatic this was. You're running from the reality that your team can't hold up, that you're going to fall apart soon, so you've got to do something radical. And in doing something so stupid and impossible, you made sure your team fell apart. You made sure the collapse in that moment, the minute your kicker is blown up by 7 green shirts, you made sure you cost your team the game. Meltdown was on, game over, lights out. Here's the audio of it. It looks worse. I couldn't even get up off the ground. I thought, I can't breathe.
This is a fake. Cameron Dicker is running for it on 4th and 11.
No. There was no one around me, and I thought, I need some help right now. It's like that commercial, I've fallen down and I can't get up. Could somebody please tell me what I just saw? Did I hear this? Did I hear 4th and 11? Is that what I heard? I've never seen anything like that. No one ever does that. It never, ever, ever happens. No, I'm thinking people think that kind of stuff is cool. No, that's just stupid.
John McClellan is the co-founder and creator of ATX Hot Sauce in all 50 states, now in several retail outlets as well. So we're going to turn it over to the social media rock chef superstar, and we're going to walk through a few sauces and why you should buy. We've done beet heat, so we're second in line now for the tasting. Don't forget, everyone, go to atxhotsauce.com. So here we go.
All right, so this one is our smoked habanero 5-pepper. We smoke habaneros with ancho, pasilla.
Is that going to hurt?
This one? No,
Yeah.
This one's actually really, really good.
Okay.
This is like your traditional tapatilla, but without the vinegar in it, right? And because of that fermentation process that we've talked about all the time. This one is great on sandwiches, pizzas, things like that. Great on hot wings. I think you're going to really like this one too, especially the smoky flavor with the adobe chipotle and the smoked habaneros. We actually smoked the habaneros before we.
Does that go with the cab?
This would not go with the cab. This would go with the great Chenin Blanc, though.
I teed you up with that one.
Yeah.
That is good.
That's good. Isn't that good? It's just classic take. Well, it's a new take on a classic item. So it's called smoked habanero 5-pepper.
All right, don't forget
One of my
ATX.
favorites.
Don't forget atxhotsauce.com.
You want the math on trying to convert a 4th and 11? Let me tell you the math. Forget that your team sucks, okay? The ball is snapped. Where the ball is snapped, you got 11 to get first. Got it? The punter is 14 to 15 yards back. Would you like to do the math on how far that person needs to go to get a first down? Are you freaking kidding me? It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And somehow he's getting a pass. You got to go 26 with a punter. I don't care if Usain Bolt is your punter. You're not getting a first down on 4th and 11. No one does that. If the Pop Warner game has a 4th and 11, they run a fake, your head should explode there. I'm flopping around the ground, and I don't flop around the ground, and I get that worked up about games. I'm thinking, I just didn't see this. This isn't happening. Am I tripping? What did I take? Did I take some drugs? What am I doing? I'm a health nut. I don't do that. I'm not in Cabernet yet. What's going on? And the kids are getting ready for soccer. What's wrong with you, Dad? You're flopping around the ground. And I said, kids, there's 4th and 11. I just saw it. I can't believe it. This is horrible. Okay, please understand how stupid that is. He's 15 back to go get 11. Kind of a long way to go. And you know what he did? He ran straight into all those green shirts. Because you know what didn't happen? They didn't fall for a stupid fake because no one in their right mind would fall for that. No way. The secret part, and this dude wouldn't get a first down. Like I said, I don't care. I do not care if Texas found a way to put Usain Bolt back there and no one noticed. Usain gets 3 yards. They got 2. You got a long way to go, man. So Texas is trailing, okay? They kind of need a win. They kind of need to hang on and get a win. So they're trailing 24-21. Game is slipping away. You know it. Everyone knows it. They face a 4th and 11 at midfield. I believe there are, what was it now? Look at 9 minutes, 30 seconds at midfield. Listen, all common sense, every ounce of football knowledge, every ounce of common sense tells you punt the ball away because you're hanging on for dear life. You're going to try to keep your team in a game. You're going to try to find and scratch and claw a win. Because if you did something crazy like ran a fake and tried to have your punter run 26 yards, okay, I could nerd out and tell you how this setup here was impossible for even converting a 4th and 5. But what you don't do is you don't say at this moment we're going for broke and we're probably not going to get it and we're going to lose the game right now, so we might as well get on the bus. That's what you're telling your team. That's how stupid that play was. But you try, what you do in common sense, if you want to try to win the game, you try to pin Baylor deep. I know your defense sucks. Your defense is on borrowed time. But you know what's better for your team? Having a team go 95 yards instead of 45. Math is kind of on your side there. So you try to pin them deep. Then if it's a big if, but if you happen to get a stop, you're already in field goal range. There's 8 minutes left in a game or 6 minutes left in a game at worst. That's what you do. That's football 101. That's just common sense. Now, an argument can be made. I'm trying here. An argument can be made, and this is when I thought I could tweet for the next 6 hours straight. I really could. I could just tweet over and over again, that is shockingly stupid, but I didn't. I think I left it at 2 tweets and moved on. But an argument could be made that you have some kind of run-pass. I've been there. You have some kind of run-pass option if the defense return team shows a certain alignment. I've been there. I know exactly what the setup is. Okay, and that's if the down and distance is 4th and 1, 2, or 3. You're stupid at 4th and 5. You're just stupid. 4th and 11 is insanity. It's insanity. So it's possible in a desperate attempt. I don't recommend it. I think it's a sign that you've given up. But in a desperate attempt, you have a certain sort of plan in place that if they show this, you do this on 4th, 1, 2, or 3. Okay? You don't ever bet that your punter, Usain, can get 26 yards running with the ball. Okay? You just don't make that bet. It's not a good one. Oh, by the way, if and when he gets blown up and hurt, you've lost your punter and your field goal kicker in a close game, all with 9 minutes left in the game. That's stupid. Stupid. No one does that. So, it gained 2 yards. We'll listen to it again. Yeah. 2.
From Baylor's defense. This is a fake. Cameron Dicker is running for it on 4th and 11.
Game over. Lights out. Done. Okay, underline this, please. Under no situation, any time, under any circumstance in which a team runs a fake on a 4th and 11. Never. Never, never, never. It's not on any chart. It's not on anything, nothing the coach has tells him to do it. No way. No way. There's no way. Got it? It's not even a consideration because it's that idiotic. Remember my Usain Bolt? If you want to say Ricky Williams, you want to say Vince Young, you want to say OJ could be back there. All the greatest players of all time could be out there, and you don't try a 4th and 11. Got it? You never, ever, ever do that. You certainly don't do it at midfield, early in the 4th quarter, on the road, with a team that has made a habit of falling apart. You just sort of take it in total. It's a really idiotic thing when you take it in total because if your defense sucks, you certainly don't do this, and your defense sucks. So if your defense sucks and you do this thing, you absolutely put an exclamation point behind losing. That's how stupid it is. It's an off-the-charts, stupid call that predictably went nowhere, and it fast-tracked a meltdown as Baylor stuffed the stupid play, and then predictably, really tough to figure out because, you've just given your team a gut punch. You've sucked the life out of your football team. Then Baylor, of course, predictably scored. It's game over. Lights out. Stupid move.
From the Hot Pie Media Studios in Austin, Texas, it's the Jeff Ward Show. Listen at jeffwardshow.com.